Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, an April Fool's Day edition. Glad to have you with us. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. They kick it out to Porzingis. Three-pointer, no good. Indiana on offense. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Arenas. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Tatum. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Austin Reeves picks one up. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Turner. There's a screen by Turner. It's Reeves with the drive. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Porzingis sets a screen. Tatum with it. Picked up by Reeves. Tatum, good.
It can be a very difficult thing to check Jason Tatum because of the multitude of ways he can score it. Give me the floater game, JT.
Now here's Doncic. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Brown. Tatum inside. They kick it out to Porzingis. No good on the 3. Allen with it. On the wing, Reeves. Back to Allen. Shot is up. No good on his first attempt of the game.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
Pass to Arenas. White on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Arenas with the bucket. Arenas has got 5.
Numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, B.A., how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Clock at 6. Back to Allen to get back on track. Misses from short range. Celtics lead by 6. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Now here's Doncic. Still without a bucket. Allen outside. Lets the three fly. The rebound, Celtics.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. And here's Turner from the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston on offense. A 12-0 run right now and counting. Pass to Arenas. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. The kick out to White. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first. The drive by Reeves. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Takes a three. No good on the shot. Tatum looking it over. Here's Arenas. It could go. And so it's Boston. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. All right, we'll get back to the... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Pacers trail by 9. Pass to Reeves. Tatum with a steal. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, B.A., officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
On the wing, Bryant. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Indiana making a switch here. Here's Mathurin. Pass to McConnell. 5 on the clock. There's the screen by Johnson. And here's McConnell. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Now here's White. Jacks up a 3. And Bryant pulls it down. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
McConnell outside. Here's the screen by Bryant. Tipped. Left side, Neesmith. No luck on that one. Good work defensively by White. Celtics lead by 7. Outside Tatum. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Bryant. Back to McConnell. Boston pulls it in. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, BA, at 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Back to Porzingis. Operating inside, Porzingis.
Add that to the repertoire of moves on the interior. KP doing work.
Here's the screen by Bryant. McConnell from outside. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Tatum from long range. And Bryant pulls it down. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Pacers trail by 10. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to Turner.
2 minutes.
Now Doncic. Fires it. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. A little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. Off target from outside. Pacers trail by 10. Down low. And stolen by Holiday. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Here's Doncic. Allen outside. Shot clock at 3. Here's Turner. Indiana again missing.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Here's Pritchard. No points yet. Three-pointer off the mark. 30 seconds left in the second. Doncic outside. To the middle. To win the cold spell. And Indiana misses again.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Greg up top. Over Toppin. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Boston out in front. They lead by 13. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
The Pacers 5.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pacers trail by 13. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance. Luka Doncic has established himself as a perennial candidate for MVP. He controls the game with the basketball in his hands. He is an incredible driver, and he makes the game easy for the guys around him.
Pass to White. Blocked!
Boy, aggressive defense from top and twice on the pipe. Send it back.
And here's Turner. He's guarded by White. And then Turner with the dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Allen. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, Jason Tatum forces that defender with the up fake to get off his feet, and he does a tremendous job drawing contact.
And so Tatum nails both of them. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. Arenas has got 9 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Inside. Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
I love the Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
There's a screen by Turner. Doncic with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And that one's good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Porzingis. Good. And Brown gets the assist. He has 6.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Here's Doncic. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Tatum. Pass to Arenas. Here's Tatum. Puts up a 3. Nails it from 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Doncic. Hauled in by Brown.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Drives to the hoop. From downtown, Indiana with a rebound. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Pass to Turner. The 3 ball. Outside Reeves. The three. Hauled in by Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. .52 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by Reeves. Doncic feeling it out a bit. There's a screen by Turner. Pass to Reeves. Uncovered. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Tatum with it. Lets it go from deep. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Now here's Reeves. There's a screen by Turner. Outside Reeves. Here's Doncic. That shot, no good.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points.
The Pacers, 14.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Holiday. Pass to Pritchard. Craig with a screen. Craig on the wing. 4-3. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 18. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
On defense, the Celtics. There's a screen by Turner. For 3, Allen. Holiday grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Back to Pritchard. The 3. Sure, from 3-point range.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Allen outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Celtics lead by 21. Holiday from long range. The shot no good. Now Doncic. Pass to Turner. Allen outside. Beyond the arc. And it's Allen again missing.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Here's Pritchard. Now Craig. 6 to shoot. Yes! Great play by Horford to set him up. Craig's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And here's Doncic outside. Drains the triple.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Pass to Pritchard. Doris, with the latest collective bargaining agreement, teams have to be more strategic with their spending.
They do, Brian, and I think this speaks to the league's desire to make sure there's competitiveness across all of the teams in the league. There are now harsh penalties in place for teams that go over the luxury tax. So star players in their 30s or players with injury concerns aren't necessarily guaranteed max contracts in the future. You're going to see a lot more negotiations and smart decision making.
A deep 3. Indiana with a rebound. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Doncic with it. To the inside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Allen can't get it to go. Boston leading by 21. A minute 37 left in the fourth. And Pritchard, here we go, to the paint. And Horford powers it home.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And here's Doncic outside. Horford pulls it in. And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Indiana on offense. Pass to Turner. Launches a 3. And Indiana misses again. And so it's Boston with it. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Arenas. They kick it out to Porzingis. And that one drops.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that Luka Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
Here's Arenas. So we see the Celtics taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.